Hello, I'm going to review this smartwatch. You have a couple of barcodes here in the instructions that are for some apps, but they only work with Android, I discovered. So without Android, basically, I have an iPhone, so in iOS, you can connect it through Bluetooth natively without any apps and control the music, and you can get calls on the watch. It tells you when you get a phone call, and you can actually use it as a dialer. But to use Facebook and Twitter and text messages and like that, you actually want to use this device, I would say, with a SIM card, because it takes a SIM card. It acts as a phone on its own without Bluetooth syncing up to a phone. So I would suggest that you get a SIM card for this device. That's what I plan on doing. I don't have one right now, so I can't show you the functionality, but it has a lot of abilities. You can see that if you did have the Bluetooth notifier app and the other app, the Fun Run app for Android, you would be able to get a lot of the notifications from Android. You can get text messages and stuff, so it might actually be better with those two apps for an Android, but I don't have Android, so I think what I will do is get a SIM card for it. Now, a couple of things. It does have a camera built in to the watch itself, so if you put a micro SD card in there, it has a space for a micro SD card and a micro size SIM card. You can actually take pictures with it, and you can control your phone's music player with it, even over Bluetooth, and you also can have songs on the SIM card, play them natively right on the watch, which is pretty cool. But here's the camera. It does a few different resolutions. It's a square watch face, so 240 by 240 is the normal resolution, and then you can actually do 340 by 240 also. Works pretty good. But like I said, if you get those apps, this is my SD card. I have a bunch of files on there. So that works good, and there's some pictures I've taken at the different resolutions. But I think if you're buying this for Android, you might have a lot better experience than with iPhone. And like I said, it's really cool that it takes a SIM card, so it will act as a watch on its own, and I think that's awesome. It has alarm functions. It does your steps. You can actually do like a little bit of fitness stuff with it. It'll keep track of how many steps you do right there. It's kind of cool that it has this QR card. I noticed that if you go to the QR code and scan that one, it's actually a different version of the Bluetooth notifier app than if you scan the QR card that's in the instructions. I don't know what the difference is, because like I said, they're both for Android, and I don't have an Android, so can't really speak to that. But I do like what does work with it. This is a secondary reminder if you're sitting too long and you want to be reminded to get up, move around. It does a few cool functions like that. Now, if you put the watch to sleep, you'll see here then you just tap the button once, it gives you the clock interface. It's pretty cool. You can actually use 3 different clock faces. Pretty cool. And then you just tap that button again to like wake it up and go into the functions of the watch itself. I keep wanting to call it a phone because it's actually a phone. You can put contacts in it manually with an iPhone, but it doesn't bring over the contacts unless you have an Android. So I think it would be cool to have a SIM card for it. That's what I plan to use it. So that's my experience with the smartwatch. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.